I'm Sal.
I'm Beth.
We are the Brewery Lovers. The most frequently asked question we get is, what's your favorite place? And it's like, well, how do you pick your favorite place? It's like picking your favorite child, right?
Yep.
There are 31 states, 302 or
302
microbreweries. I don't know how many towns. Do you have any idea? You don't know, right?
No. Towns? No.
If we did 300 breweries, we had to have done 50 or 100 different towns, right?
Yep.
No idea.
Because we did towns that we didn't do breweries, and
Yeah.
we did towns that we did several breweries.
So we did some crack research. We had, everybody asks, so we figured we better come up with an answer.
So I looked at my notes.
We looked at the notes. Beth is an amazing note taker. And we actually came up with a top 10 for you. But give you the honorable mentions first. These did not make the top 10, but we really like these places. One was Birmingham, Alabama.
Correct.
I thought Birmingham was awesome. We just had so much fun there. The place had a real, just had a character to the city. It seemed
And
like
history.
A lot of history. Not all very pleasant, of course, but it's an amazing place. We really liked it. We had a great time there. Medina, Ohio.
What a pretty town.
We weren't, we had no idea.
We were just passing through.
Yeah, passing through. There was a brewery. Well, let's stop. And God, it almost looked like a movie set. It did.
Like a pretty central square.
A small town.
Businesses all around the perimeter.
Yeah. The main street with all the vibrant business community was really something else. We really liked that place. Of course, New Glarus, Wisconsin, because that really does look like a movie set. They call it what?
I think it could be a movie set.
Yeah, they call it Little Switzerland, right?
Yes, Little Switzerland. It looks like you just entered Europe.
The mountain towns in Colorado, we did go to Aspen. Of course, we're really not Aspen people.
But Frisco.
Frisco was really
adorable.
Yeah, really liked Frisco. So that's definitely an honorable mention. But, okay, here's the top 10. We're going to cut to the chase here.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, number 10, New Orleans. How could you not love New Orleans? I mean, it's
music, food, people.
Yeah, and some really really good breweries. Number 9, Sedona, Arizona.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's staggering. The town of Sedona is, well, you said it's kind of touristy.
Well, when we were there was a lot of tourists there, a lot of foot traffic, a lot of driving traffic.
But Sedona is all about the natural resources, the beauty of the cliffs.
Red rocks surrounding the town are just spectacular. And we got to watch the balloons take off.
Yeah, we did the balloon thing. There's a video on that. Number 8, San Diego.
The water, the ocean and the harbor and the seals and the sea lions.
Surfer dudes.
Surfers. Sunsets. Like, we hadn't seen a sunset over the Pacific Ocean for decades, so it was just exciting. Yeah. Not to mention the fact that Sal has family there, and it was so much fun, and they loved cooking for us.
The weather was...
She did a lot of cooking for us.
Yes, weather was okay for the first couple of days, and then it kind of got real rainy. That was when they were getting like 12 inches of snow everywhere in California.
It was an abnormal South Carolina weather system. Or
San Diego.
California weather system.
San Diego was kind of okay. Number 7, right? Petrified Forest.
Petrified Forest.
There's obviously national parks on this list, because we do a lot of national parks when we're out. And Petrified was just staggering. You're next to the painted desert.
And it's the day that we got our Make America Beautiful card.
Yep. And you got
it was my birthday.
You got your junior badge.
And they gave me a badge, a Junior Ranger badge, because it was my birthday.
That's awesome.
It's on my winter coat.
Number 6, Charleston, South Carolina. What's not to love?
Which I think it's Condé Nast Traveler named that the number 1 city in the country to visit.
I'm not surprised.
It's just so pretty, and the food, the neat old market in the center of town.
Yeah, great market.
The architecture.
The architecture is staggering.
The history there. There's so much history there.
Like antebellum South, and it's really beautiful.
It's really beautiful.
Number 5, Arches National Park near Moab, Utah. Oh, Moab. I should have put Moab on.
No, I grouped the two. Like Moab.
Oh, you consider that one
Arches.
thing?
That was like we did
that's
2
true.
days. So.
Yeah, because the entrance to
You
arches.
can't stay in that park, or we didn't stay in that park.
Right.
We stayed in Moab at Bureau of Land Management, I think, right along the Colorado River.
A little BLM campground.
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
Spectacular.
There was a bike trail in Moab.
Great bike trail.
Yeah, right along the Colorado River.
Yeah. Okay, so Moab/Arches. That makes perfect sense.
And Utah, we have to go back to Utah because that was one of the 5 parks that I need to see.
But we didn't get good weather.
No, we were not there at the right time either.
Next time. Number 4, Savannah, Georgia. It's a toss-up. Where do you put Charleston and Savannah? Savannah came out on top.
Maybe because it was the first time I'd ever been to Savannah, and I just love the way it's laid out. They have 24 squares.
Yeah.
With fountains and playgrounds and gathering places and street performers. It's just
but just
live
again,
oak trees everywhere.
Yep.
Spanish moss hanging from that. It's just beautiful.
Crazy beautiful architecture. Easy to bicycle around, which was nice.
Yeah, we biked all of Charleston and Savannah. So.
And lots of great breweries. So what's not to like? Number 3, of course, this has to be in the top 10. Grand Canyon. It's kind of cliche, but it really is spectacular.
It is spectacular, and it's something I've wanted to see since I was a little kid. We were there in the snow, which just made it, I think, that much more beautiful.
I was glad we did that. Because everybody goes in the summer, but it's unusual to see it in snow, and it's really pretty. It's beyond pretty. It's magnificent, and it just, I don't know. It's quiet.
It was really quiet when we were there because it was so,
because of the snow.
It just, there wasn't a lot of people there.
And the snow,
snow.
It's a big muffler.
So we could hike trails that in the summer would be full of people.
Yeah, you'd have to wait in line to get on the trail.
We bought the crampons for our boots to dig into the ice and snow so that we could do the hikes. And so we had trails that we rarely saw. We rarely passed other people. Mules. We passed some mules.
We passed mules, yeah. That was really...
and that was a great experience.
That was wonderful.
So it was the South Rim, the North Rim was closed. So we haven't experienced the whole Grand Canyon, but
it's really not
what
possible.
We saw was still spectacular.
Number 2, a surprise, Valley of Fire State Park in Nevada. Wow. Kind of like a mini Arches, but a little bit different. The geology there, same idea. It used to be underwater for millions of years, and there's just all these canyons and carved.
All this red rock and sandstone and petroglyphs.
Yeah, petroglyphs.
There were petroglyphs that you could touch. You weren't supposed to.
Not supposed to, but get that close.
You were nose to nose.
We did Petroglyph National Monument in New Mexico, but you can't really get close to them.
No, they're far away.
For obvious reasons. They're easily destroyed if people touch them and mess around with them. But in a place like Valley of Fire...
you could walk right up to them.
Yeah, you could walk right up to them and really examine them. And it kind of sends chills down your spine when you realize, some person who's exactly like you and me only lived 10,000 years ago carved this thing. And
it's been a really long time making this art.
I had a conversation with an anthropologist. I said, I didn't imagine, they didn't have that much leisure time. And she said, oh, that's a myth. People always have leisure time. It was funny. She said, these people were exactly like us. They just didn't have an internet. This was part of their entertainment, and they were creators. They were the creators of their day. We don't know who they were. We don't know why they did the petroglyphs, but petroglyphs are cool.
And the campground was really nice. We had a pretty little site
beautiful
with a
spot.
fire pit.
And number 1, bit of a surprise, Boulder City, Nevada. Boulder City, Nevada is the town that they built to house the people who built Hoover Dam. So it was America's first planned community. And we went there because we wanted to see Hoover Dam. Of course, you're in the American Southwest, you got to go see Hoover Dam. But we completely fell in love with Boulder City. Well, you tell the story. There's a little museum there, and it's in the historic hotel. And we went through the museum, and we kept seeing these little flyers volunteers needed for
the Damn Short Film Festival. I should have worn that T-shirt for this
good point.
video.
Annual. That's right. I have pictures of it. Annual short film festival. It was in its 19th year.
19th year. Yeah. It's apparently one of the best film festivals in the country. And they were looking for volunteers.
And because we were reenacting Lost in America, Albert Brooks's movie, we stayed in Boulder City for
kind of had a scheduling crisis.
We had a scheduling issue and stayed there a long time, like almost a week.
We spent a week there.
And volunteering for the festival, we got to meet all these local people, and it was just fantastic.
We suddenly became part of the community. Which, when you're traveling on your own, that doesn't normally happen.
Yeah, exactly.
There was actually a woman, a bartender, who offered to sponsor us to join the Elks.
Yeah, she wanted us to join the Elks because
she was going away and we couldn't make it happen. But
yep, that kind of thing.
That's the kind of people that live in Boulder City.
And it's a really cool little town. As I said, America's first planned community. It's really tidy and it's easy to navigate. And
there's longhorn sheep.
Yeah, bighorn sheep. Yep, bighorn sheep wandering around. Like, kind of scary when you're driving your vehicle, but they're there. Nice parks. There's a really busy downtown cafes.
It's right next to
shops.
Lake Mead, as well as Hoover Dam.
Right, we also stayed there a couple nights.
There's places to bike and hike and
great bike trail. We just loved this place.
We had a great time.
We really did, and that's our surprising.
Nice library.
Great library.
Shout out to the really nice library in Boulder City.
And we just love this place, and we fell in love with it, and we're going back. Can't wait, actually, to go back. So that is the top 10.
Top 10 places we loved.
Yeah. When
it's not the same as the Condé Nast list, but I think they have different criteria.
Yeah, I think so. Now when people say, what was your favorite place? I can say, well, I got 10.
Watch the video.
Watch the video.
And then subscribe.
Please subscribe. Is that it?
I think that's it.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.